Hello, Grade 4 students. Today's lesson is from Module 2, Project 1. As for the objectives of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to read an email about one's favorite school subjects and hobbies. Also, you will be able to learn how to begin and end an email. And you will be able to generate ideas about yourself. Please open your student books to page 25, workbook page 23. Now, look at the text and guess what type of text is it. The text started in a certain way and ended in a certain way. Follow with me. We have to, from, and we have subject, the title. So this is an email. Excellent. Please refer to student book page 25, activity 1. Listen and read along, then answer the two questions. The first question, what is Donna's favorite subject? And the second question, what does Donna like to do after school?
Module 2, Project 1. What is Donna's favorite subject? What does she like to do after school? Read and find out.
Hello, Maha. How are you? I hope you are fine. Today I'm writing to tell you about my favorite things. My favorite subject at school is maths. I'm very good at it. I'm good at all subjects, but my favorite is maths. What about you? What's your favorite subject? After school, I always do my homework, and then I read my book. I love reading books. It's my hobby. I collect all the books I read too. Right now, I have got 87 books. What about you? What do you like doing in your free time? Write back soon, Donna.
Now, let's answer the first question. What is Donna's favorite subject? From the text, can you get the answer? She said, her favorite subject at school is maths. Super. Let's move on to the next question. What does Donna like to do after school? Can you get the answer from the text? She said, after school, she always does her homework and then she reads her book. Now, let's learn how to begin and end an email. Now, let's answer the next question. How did Donna begin her email? Look at the email and tell me. She started with hello. Let's move on and answer this question. How did Donna end her email? Follow with me and tell me. She ended it with write back soon. Now, it's important to know the following when writing an email. Look at the question. Who is the sender of the email? Which means, who is sending the email? It's Donna. Excellent. Now look at the next question. Who is the receiver of the email? Which means, who is receiving, who is getting the email? It's Maha. Super. Now let's learn, how did Donna write her email? Now, this is the email that Donna wrote. Follow with me to understand how did she write it. In this part of the email, we use what we call set phrases, such as, how are you? I hope you are fine. And I'm writing to tell you about. You need to ask how is the person doing, the person you're sending the email to. Also, you need to mention the reason behind sending the email. Let's move on to the next part, this part in red. In this part, you need to talk about your favorite subject at school and what are you good at. And this is what Donna did. She wrote about her favorite subject at school. Donna's favorite subject is maths. What about you? Now, follow with me and answer the questions after referring to the picture. Look at the picture. As you can see, what's the subject? It's IT. Read the question with me. What is your favorite subject at school? You would answer. Read along. My favorite subject at school is IT. Excellent. Let's move on to the next question. What are you good at? If your favorite subject at school is IT, so you would be good at. Read along. I'm good at computer. Excellent. Now let's continue. Read along. What is your favorite subject at school? Look at the picture. It's written English. What would you answer? My favorite subject at school is English. Excellent. Let's go to the next question. What are you good at? If your favorite subject at school is English, so you must be good at reading or writing. So you would say, I'm good at reading. Super. Now let's move on. What is your favorite subject at school? Look at the picture. It's written maths. So the answer would be, my favorite subject at school is maths. Super. The next question. What are you good at? If you are good at maths, then you must be good at counting. So you would say, I'm good at counting. Now, let's continue. What is your favorite subject at school? In the picture, it's written art. My favorite subject at school is art. Super. Let's continue. What are you good at? I'm good at drawing. Excellent. Now read along. What is your favorite subject at school? In the picture, it's written Arabic. My favorite subject at school is Arabic. Super. The next question, what are you good at? You would answer, I'm good at writing or reading. Excellent. Now, let's move on and see what Donna wrote in the next part of the email. Now, in this part, you need to do the following. You need to give information about your new hobby, when and how often you usually do it. And this is what Donna did. She wrote about her favorite hobby. Now, Donna's hobby is reading books. What about you? Now, follow with me and answer the questions after referring to the picture. Make sure you read along. What is your hobby? Can you answer the question? Look at the picture. You would say, my hobby is playing ice hockey. Excellent. Now look at the next question. Read along. How often do you play it? Look under the picture. It's mentioned 3 times a week. So you would answer, I play ice hockey 3 times a week. Excellent. Let's practice more and answer the questions. Read along. What is your hobby? Look at the picture. It's written, read comic books. So you would answer, my hobby is reading comic books. Super. Let's move on to the next question. Read along. How often do you do it? Look under the picture. It's written twice a week. So what would you answer? You would say, I read comic books twice a week. Let's continue with the questions. What is your hobby? Look at the picture. It's written, play computer games. So you would answer, my hobby is playing computer games. Super. The next question. How often do you do it? Now look under the picture. It's written once a week. So you would answer, I play computer games once a week. Let's move on and continue. What is your hobby? Look at the picture. It's mentioned draw. So you would answer, my hobby is drawing. Excellent. Let's go to the next question. How often do you do it? Look under the picture. It's written every day. So you would answer, I draw every day. Now, please refer to your workbook page 23, Activity 1, and follow with me. Noor will tell us about herself. She will give us information about herself. Make sure you don't write in your workbook. Activity 1. Complete about yourself. Now, we are going to help Noor form sentences about herself, and we are going to refer to the table at the bottom. Let's start with number 1. My favorite subject. What is Noor's favorite subject? Look at the table. It's Arabic. Excellent. So, let's help Noor form a sentence. She would say, my favorite subject is Arabic. Excellent. Let's move on to number 2. My favorite sport or hobby. Look at the table and tell me, what is Noor's favorite sport or hobby? It's coloring. Excellent. So Noor would say, my favorite hobby is coloring. Let's go to number 3. How often I do it? From the table, it's mentioned every day. So Noor would say, I color every day. And last, number 4. Why I like it. Look at the table. It's mentioned, colors make me happy. So, I like coloring because colors make me happy. Excellent, grade 4. Now, refer to workbook page 23, activity 1. It's your turn to write about yourself. Thank you. See you next lesson. Bye.